first step, as you know, we got to read the problem. So if you're not looking at the board, it's going to be really hard for you to read it. It reads, there's 6 plants in each container in Miss Johnson's room. There are 42 plants total. How many containers are there? Read that one more time in your head and write down an answer sentence, please. Kenzie, read that one more time in your head, and then we're going to write down an answer sentence, please. What am I counting? What's the thing? What's the unit that I am counting? I should see like everyone's hand because we have practiced this since September. What am I counting? Because if you can't figure out what you're counting, you're not going to be able to solve the rest of it. Macklin, what are we counting? We are counting containers. If you still don't know where people are getting this information from, they are looking at that question part. How many containers are there? If I restate that and use those words, there are blank containers. That should be your answer sentence. As long as you have something similar, we're good. What's the next step? Try to steal a lot of hands because we know how to solve story problems. We know what we're counting now. What do I do now? Huxley? We need to make a model. Let's go ahead and make a bar model. Does it have to be a bar model?
No.
No. I just really like bar models because they help me get everything I need.
All the information.
Yep, all the information I need. When I make my bar model, I like to start with my whole or my total. Do I know my whole or my total? Look at that problem carefully. Do I know my whole or my total? Zach? Yes, I do. What is it? 42. 42 what? Plants. That's my total. I don't have any more plants. I got 42 of them. But wait, I thought I was counting containers. What do plants have to do with containers? Those are not the same thing. Zach told me it's 42, and those are 42 plants. But I thought I was counting containers. Kenzie, what are you thinking?
Containers are the groups, and 6 plants are in each group.
Yeah, the containers are going to hold my plants, right? That's why I care about plants, because they're going in my containers. Do I know in this problem how many containers?
No. Yes.
Oh. No. Do I know how many containers?
No.
No, I don't know how many containers, but I know something. Mackenzie, what do I know? We got 42 plants. I know something else too. What's the other thing that I know? Yeah. So let's go ahead and make a container. If I have one container, how many plants go in it? Colby? 6. We got that information right here. So far, I've planted 6 plants. Come on, John. Get with me, baby. Have I used all 42 plants yet? So can I do some more? All right, let's do another container. How many plants are in that container? Macklin? 6. So far, I have used how many plants? 12. Can I do another container? Let's do it. What am I up to now? 18. Start at 12. Count on 6 more. I'm at 18. I gotta get to 42. Can I do another one? 12. What's 12? 44. Can I keep going? Let's do another one. I'm at 24. What's 6?
Wait, that's 5, 6.
30. That's 5, 6.
Oh, I bought the number. We
Can I do another one? When I got to here, I was at 30. Plus 6 more. 36. Is that 42? No, I need to keep going. I need to make my bar bigger. I've run out of room. All right, let's add another one.
What number are we at right now with these 6?
Well, when we counted from here to here, I got to 36. When I add one more, how much is that?
42.
42. Hey, that's my whole.
And I think that took like 7 6.
It did take 7 6. What equation matches my model? There are lots of options. Hayden, give me that in English. 7 groups of 6 is the same value as 42. Do you see 7 groups of 6? Yeah, I see 7 groups of 6. Could I also say 6 groups of 7? It doesn't technically match my picture, but could I think about it that way if that's easier for my brain?
Yes.
What if I wanted to use a division equation? Bryson, when I divide, do I start with parts or do I start with the whole thing?
Whole thing.
Whole thing. What is my whole thing? 42. I'm writing, you're writing. All right, so Bryson had 42 plants. And then he put them into how many groups, Bryson? Because that's what our next thing is.
6.
Sure. 6 groups means each one got 7. Or we could do 42 put into 7 groups means each one got 6. Could I make a addition equation?
Yes.
What would that look like? What would addition look like? It's been a long time since we had to add some stuff up. Mackenzie, make sure your notebook looks like my board. Rylan, what's addition gonna look like?
Addition equation
Mm-hmm.
can look like 21 plus 21.
Nope. Not gonna look like 21 plus 21. Jalen?
6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6.
How many 6s did you add up?
6, 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Could that work? Yes. This will work. But as a 3rd grader, almost a 4th grader, I want you training your brain to be more efficient. You know that this is groups. We can skip count. We don't got to add them all up individually. Train your brain to go from just addition to now either multiplication or division. Make that switch. Does that make sense? 1st, 2nd grade, this is fine. But now as 3rd graders and we know that we can skip count, start looking in this world. John?
I don't know, but you know what makes it hard? If all the pluses were literally multiplication.
Okay. I need you to write down this question right underneath your work. That question says, what does the 42 represent? What does that word represent mean? Because I know you know those other words. What does the 42? What does that word represent mean? Ariana, what does that word represent mean? Yeah, like what does it mean? Yeah, what does it stand for? That's another way to think about it, not while I'm teaching. Well, what does that 42 mean? In that problem, what does that 42 mean? What is that 42 talking about? Macklin?
It means like the whole, the total thing.
Yeah, what things?
Oh, yeah.
The plant. Underneath that, let's answer it. Macklin said it's the total number of plants. The total number of plants. Macklin didn't make that up. He got that right in the story. It told us that that 42 meant 42 plants. That's the thing that it means. So far, so good? Underneath that, we're going to write one more question. What does the 6 represent? Write this question down. If you already know it, what does that 6 represent? What does that 6 mean? What does that 6 mean in this problem? Mackenzie?
It's the groups.
It's not the groups. Look carefully at that problem. If it was groups, it would say 6 containers, because a container is a group. But it doesn't say 6 containers. 6 plants in each container. That's a little different. Very similar. Very tricky. Colby, what were you going to add? Well, what thing? Plant. So instead of saying things, let's use what it is. The thing is a plant. It is 6 plants. Jeez, my marker's having a hard time today. My marker's just having a hard time getting all the writing down. 6 plants in each container, aka group. It doesn't run out of ink, Debbie. There's no ink in it.
What is it?
It's just, so there's sensors in the corners, so if those get covered with dust, which is what's happening right now, that's why it's not writing very well. The sensors just need to be clean. It's like an iPad, right? There's no ink, but the sensors can get messed up. Is this a whole or a part?
Wait, is it magic?
No. Is it a whole or a part? Huxley? It is a part. It is a part. What's your whole?
Do we know how